Welcome to the Chromaniacs postgame show, everybody, as San Diego FC takes down one of the best clubs in MLS, a 1-0 final result. We thought it was 2-0. Anders Dreyer thought it was 2-0. The fireworks guy thought it was 2-0. The PA guy thought it was 2-0. 1-0. Our final score. I'm Craig Elston. Alex Pena joining us right now. Tony Sanchez is still at Snapdragon Stadium. He is watching remotely right now, waiting for Chucky Lozano's press conference, and then will join us, and he'll deliver some sound. Mikey Varas, and I'm assuming Anders Dreyer, maybe Chucky. We'll find out. In the interim, Alex and I have a chance to chat about this remarkable result. What's happening, brother?
Man, I'm feeling good. And I just wish I had a Nashville hot chicken sandwich right in front of me, because we crushed them just like I would be crushing a Nashville hot chicken sandwich right now.
Wow. I'm with you. I mean, I got a taco on the way home. If I was thinking like you were thinking, I would have stopped for some hot chicken. No, that's good stuff. SDFC is a very young club in the back. They're a club that is relying on a couple of DPs. And I read a story earlier this week on ESPN.com and their top soccer writer just about how much variance there is in MLS in terms of what you get from your DP and how important it is in terms of the guys you give the big money to. Did they give you production and lead to wins, or did they give you a little production and no wins? Or like Toronto FC, did they just do nothing and you wind up just letting them go? How lucky has SDFC been so far this year, Alex, with the way that Dreyer and Lozano have both played at an MVP level?
Yeah, Tyler Heaps absolutely nailed the designated player selections that he got. First with Chucky and then with Anders Dreyer, because they contribute. It seems like they're contributing every night that San Diego FC plays. It's either one or the other, or it's both. And we're so fortunate that we're seeing this play out on a every night basis. We saw this with LAFC. I hate to keep bringing him up, but Olivier Giroud, he was a designated player for LAFC last year, and that did not work out for them, right? And sometimes it just doesn't work out. You bring them in, you give them a ton of money to come in from Europe or Mexico or wherever they're coming from, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. And for us, it's working out in the first season of San Diego FC.
Today's one goal is a true team-up of San Diego FC's 3 All-Stars. And if you were hoping to get a lot more of them in the All-Star game, well, you got them in the Friday night match that mattered the most. And while absolutely Dreyer had a beautiful run, driving in toward the 18, holding the defender, and eventually outside of the foot pass, to just slot it on over for the Lozano one-touch, right-footed goal for the lone tally. Jeppe Tverskov's pass set it all up, and it's just another one of those hockey assists that Tverskov creates for this team. Without that pass, that goal never happens.
Yeah, he does it again. He's always central when it comes to San Diego FC's game plan. It's always going to be up to Jeppe to do something, and this time he really did assist to get the ball out there to Dreyer, and for Dreyer to get it to Lozano. But yeah, he's part of this, right? He's always going to be central and the cog right in the middle to get it all going for us. And again, it showed up again for San Diego FC that Jeppe is a key contributor to this match, and I'm so glad that we have him. All 3 of those guys, and Jeppe is not a designated player. He's just a player on the senior roster, and I'm so glad about that. And that he is such a great find too.
incredible stuff for the goal. You know, earlier Chucky had a great opportunity that wound up deflected near post, good chance. And then Dreyer has the run out at the end where the referee is signaling that the match is over as he's running down the field, which I'm sure was the correct decision, but just like, you know, the no fun, but correct decision. But for me, as Tony Sanchez is here as well. Hello, Tony Sanchez, live from Snapdragon Stadium.
From the underbelly of Snapdragon Stadium, finishing up Mikey Varas' post-match, Chucky Lozano, and Captain Jeppe Tverskov. I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Love it. And it sounds like Dioro is not
Yeah.
wrapped up upstairs as well, post-match concert.
Oh yeah, there we go.
there's
There's
Diva.
everybody up there.
Love it.
It seemed like just like watching the post match footage on TV. It seemed like a lot of people were staying for that Dioro DJ set out there, and I think the party is just getting started at Snapdragon Stadium.
Well, hey, listen, I'd love to have stayed for the party, but we have a show to do, you know, and that's why we're here. We're live on YouTube. For everyone listening later on audio or watching later, thank you. Your support matters a lot to us. We're still a new show. For everyone live on YouTube, hello, welcome. Thank you for being here. We're trying to do this after every match, somewhere around an hour after the final whistle, if we can get it in. And if not, you know, early the next day, just depending on how things play. But keep that in mind. We'll always try and let you know on the main show as well where we're looking to lay down these post-game shows. So we really appreciate you being there. While you're here on YouTube, if you can give us that live like, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the show yet, give us that subscription. Those are the types of things YouTube notices to help push the show to other SDFC fans, to other people who search SDFC on YouTube, so on and so forth. So your patronage is appreciated. Question for you before we get into a chat question. And Tony says he'll be along in about 5 minutes. Pablo Cisniega. This guy is rocking it, Alex. He's a little wild. Every once in a while, he's a little loosey-goosey. He wants to come off that line. He wants to come flying out. But he's made some bold challenges, some really brave plays, and some great shot stopping as well. Pablo Cisniega, a guy we could hang on to. Maybe keep starting.
Yeah. You know, take him from the supplemental roster to the senior roster for next year. I think that would be really good for, you know, keeping him around longer than just next year. But yeah, he's absolutely fearless. He's not afraid to go outside that box. And he just made like it's another solid performance by him where he's stopping everything that's coming his way. I don't think he was challenged that often, but when he was, like, yeah, he wasn't afraid to go after the ball and make some questionable decisions out there. And but he is he's fearless, and it's amazing that we've had CJ Dos Santos and Pablo Cisniega, and they're both great. They're solid. They're kind of exactly what this club was looking for in the goalkeeper. And you got two of these guys, and hopefully you keep them beyond just next year. And you know, when it comes to that goalkeeper position, yeah, it's always great to have two of those guys, because there's always going to be more matches. There's going to be more competitions out there, so you can like trade, you know, these guys off. So hopefully we still see Cisniega, we see a little bit more of Dos Santos, and yeah, we'll have both of these guys going to next year.
Well,
Hey,
another
Tony.
match on Tuesday,
Yeah.
of course, as well in Leagues Cup. So a perfect opportunity to rotate and to have a guy like Dos Santos come in fresh. Absolutely. Tony, from the press box now, I assume. I just recognized that Aquafina case
no free
behind you.
Here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they didn't give us anything. Your thoughts on the way that SDFC's defense handled Nashville tonight. The next guy I was about to bring up is Mano Dua. I mean, the first time we saw him, he made a tragic pass back. It led to a goal. He got pulled at halftime. The next time we saw him, it was kind of out of necessity, and he played really well. And I thought he had two huge clearances in the first half of this match.
Yeah, no. So definitely an incredible performance by a young backline, like you mentioned. Mikey Varas backs that sentiment too. They're maturing right in front of everybody's eyes, and the rate of maturity is incredible, especially when you again look at the youngest backline in MLS right now, and it's really impressive what Mano Dua has been able to do. We highlighted Ian Pilcher last week, but Mano Dua this week, the flair that he brings to that center back position is incredible. He also lights up the crowd and engages with the crowd. Sometimes a little too early for my liking. It's like, okay, it's a 57th minute. You're not waving your hands up, and maybe not yet, but he's bringing that energy, and the players are feeling it. So this is a very, very good victory for San Diego FC. And I mean, very few of us thought that there might be a victory against this very, very good Nashville team.
Yeah, we
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Alex.
we were okay. We were slightly optimistic that we'd get at least a point if we played well, but the backline did their job. Mano Dua shut it down. Cisniega shut it down. They did a really good job out there, and I love the spirit. I love the spirit that Mano Dua brings, especially for a young backline, because they're all doing this for the first time, and it's great to see like someone kind of taking that edge off. Right, he's waving to the crowd. He's kind of getting that energy up for everybody. Right, everybody wants to see a guy that's confident. His confidence just keeps growing with each match, and he just keeps developing. And a credit again to Mikey Varas, to the coaching staff, to getting all these guys ready. That we saw like the first minutes of Pilcher, we saw the first minutes of Dua, Bombino, Verhoeven. They weren't great, and then with each match, it just keeps getting better and better and better. And man, it's credit to them, credit to the players. They know what they're doing in training, and it's really showing out there on the pitch.
I see Jeremy in the chat say it, because on our last show on episode 9, we were talking about, is there a ceiling for this club? We're so young on defense. We're bringing in more kids, more 18, 19, a 16-year-old, a 19-year-old, and I was trying to give Nashville some respect, I thought they were one of the best teams in the league. Thought it might be hard. Well, little did I know, this SDFC team continues to bring it. And I'll say right off the top as well, that Frontera SD brought it tonight, like to a level I'd never seen even before. Like, it was really, really, really rocking, and with a lot of intention behind it, knowing that this was a big match, and knowing that it was going to take everyone doing everything. But hey, I didn't think they were going to win this match. I was going to be happy if they tied it. I'm not like, just like I heard Mikey Varas say afterwards, after the match, that this franchise is built on humility. I was being a little too humble, maybe. I don't know, to say that I thought that Nashville would be a really tough challenge for this young club. But you know what? What did I know? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. When Dreyer and Lozano team up and score, this club is on fire. And every time this young defense goes out there and puts together scoreless halves, and then now today a clean sheet, first clean sheet since May for SDFC. It's hell of impressive. I'll tell you that. It's hell of impressive. I don't know if it's for this year, next year, years to come. It's pretty damn impressive.
Really interesting that Chucky Lozano here in the post game, and we'll drop the full interview here. Chucky understands English perfectly, but still speaks and responds only in Spanish, but he was asked like, "Hey, like, is this where San Diego FC is at this moment? Does it surprise you at all?" And he started by saying, "Did you see the interviews that I started with? I told you guys we were going to be a competitive team. We were going to be a really good team. There's good players here." So again, it's just another one of those things where it's very very difficult to almost believe that this is happening. And like, yeah, no, I don't think you're being negative, Craig, like at all. I think that you're just being a smart sports fan, because historically, even in soccer, these things just don't happen. And week after week, San Diego FC has continually been able to bounce back and be able to regenerate in a lot of ways where you think, oh, they're Willie Kamado down. I don't know what they're going to do. Here's a Verhoeven. Ooh, what are they doing in the midfield? Anibal kind of went down for a second there, but now Alejandro too. And Reyes, you're not going to have your all-star defender? No problem. We got some really good kids. We got Dreyer, we got Chucky, and we got Captain Jeppe in the middle, just going after it.
I don't know what the hell's going on in the chat. What did I? I didn't say anything. I just said I thought it was going to be a hard game. Like
it was. I mean,
are we supposed to do the negative one here?
Yeah,
they got
waving pom poms. What do you want? You know,
they got a couple of off stars too.
Should we just sing the chants? Like instead of doing a preview, should we just do the chants? Yo me enamoré.
Yeah.
De San Diego me enamoré. Okay, we don't have to. Anyways, no, it's all in fun. It's all in fun.
Yeah, I brought a couple tidbits here and there about the last time they lost on the West Coast, it was against Seattle, and they came to the West Coast again, got their ass beat again. So that's just what happens when an East Coast team travels. They get here, and the first half was super solid by San Diego FC, and that gave me hope. That gave me a lot of hope. Like, hey, all we have to do is just score one. If we score one, I think we're going to be pretty good. And yeah, I mean that's exactly what happened, because they brought in Boateng in, and they brought Godoy in, and Boateng was tracking back. Godoy was tracking back. Yeah, that they were playing with. They kind of figured like we have this one goal. We got to make the most of it. We got to play some defense, and yeah, I mean, I would have loved that Dreyer goal to secure like the second goal, and for something you mentioned, Tony, weeks ago, when we first started doing this, well-deserved beer for you on Destroyer, man. Dude, go have yourself. I don't know what you drink. If it's Carlsberg, hey, I will offer you a Karl Strauss Red Trolley. Whatever it is, man, you deserve it, because you gave everything on that pitch, man. I could see how tired you were. You kind of gave everything you had in that last run too to try to score that second goal, and I felt like you deserved it. They shouldn't have blown the whistle.
Why blow the whistle? Just why? It's such a no fun league thing to do. Like, I guarantee you they wouldn't do it the other way.
No.
That's the look of a man who just got robbed.
Yeah. He knew
that
it.
Freeze frame, if you're watching here on YouTube, that's the look of a man who just got robbed of a goal and an opportunity for more. Now, that's one thing we didn't talk about yet. Oni Valakari draws a penalty. Absolutely coulda, shoulda, woulda been a 2-0 result, regardless of the erased goal. Dreyer got saved. Any thoughts on this pen? I mean, well earned by Valakari, but good save and well guessed.
Yeah, good save, well guessed. I think it could have. It was a little bit too casual for me the way it was taken. Just could have added a little bit more location on it. It was struck well, just power wise, but I think just a little bit more. Not to take away anything from that save, because it's an incredible save down low to the bottom left. So I think sometimes just give it to the goalkeepers. They deserve it, and there's There's some you miss, some you make, and that's just one of them.
Yeah, it looked like the goalkeeper really did his homework because it felt like this is the similar action that Dreyer took on the last
Yes.
penalty that barely it just went in, right? It just got underneath the goalkeeper and it went in. And this time, yeah, it looked like he did his homework. He guessed the correct way, and he got it. So, oh man, credits to him. Dreyer, work on those penalties, please, because I know there's going to be more coming up for you.
Yeah, I mean that just go to plan B, right? He was like, I'm going to keep tucking low right until someone stops it. Okay, someone stopped it. Now shoot back to the middle.
Mhm.
Do one of those. Go the other way. Push it to the push it into the left side netting. Roof one. Go for it. I know he's got creativity, and I hope he gets multiple more opportunities. Alex, this was the 14th win for San Diego FC, correct?
Yes, that's correct. And
3 from the record, 4 from the record, 3
three,
from the record.
three from the record, and we are 11 points away from the point record. So that's four wins.
Yeah.
If we get there, so we're still counting down here on Chromaniacs till we get the record. And I saw someone mention we're at 46 points. Does that mean if we're on to the playoffs? Not yet. We haven't officially clinched a spot, but on average, on the past 10 or so seasons, uh, if you get to 47 points, it's most likely you get a wild card spot. Now, when that happens, I still feel like that's going to be weeks from now, probably into September when it's officially we clinch the spot. All the other teams can't catch up to us, and we finally have one. But yeah, that's still weeks away from happening, and I still believe we're on that trajectory of getting up any of the playoff spots um in for the Western Conference.
Winning at home is a huge part of trying to stay at the top of a table. Uh, One more thing, and then I want to hear from Mikey Varas next, and all of you listening and watching will hear from Mikey Varas next. Tony, just along those lines, the importance of this club after having 3 straight winless at home to get 3 points at home to once again, take down a top team that comes into town. I thought on that level, from like a psychological level, getting this victory was really important.
Yeah, it's huge for what's to come, right? Like you're now at the tail end of where the sands are really separating from first, second, third place and going into playoffs. Again, it's still a tight playoff race in the Western Conference, and while San Diego FC right now is first, they could very easily fall into a fourth place position if they're not careful, especially with the amount of depth that they have and some of the teams that are coming up that are honestly surprising. And I think this is what the pleasant surprise, I guess, or just the way that MLS is it's very unpredictable. The parity is incredible. And that's something that it just cannot be understated. And I can't tell you necessarily what can happen in the next couple of weeks, but what is for sure is San Diego FC is going to stick to that style. And the style is what's going to carry this team as far as they'll go. And you know what? Again, we mentioned Tyler Heaps and the moves that he's making. Sure, it's working. It's an incredibly modular team, and moving forward, I think this is really just a confidence booster, not just for the club, just the kids, the young players that are going up against men and really putting them in their place and showing them, hey, you're going to go ahead and come to San Diego FC to Snapdragon Stadium. You're going to be put in your place, and we got a nice set of pockets ready for you.
Yeah, I think we're going to look back years from now and like just remember with joy this team that was winning with a 5-player bench. A team that's winning with a back line of 3 18-year-olds or 18, 19, 19, 22, I think is how it lays out. But basically 4 guys and 3 of them can be the driver, only one can get the beer. It's just remarkable the things that SDFC has been able to accomplish so far this season with limitations that other clubs do not have. They have these limitations, and they continue to roll. And we continue to roll on the Chromaniacs postgame show right into head coach Mikey Varas. Let's hear from the coach.
Mikey, could you just take us through the night tonight and just the performance from defense and all the way up top? And as a coach, what does it feel to see that play develop for the goal and as it happened tonight?
Yeah, I think, listen, we asked these guys to go for the game. The way that you do that is have discipline for our structure, for our game plan, for our principles, but also to play with freedom and to find that balance and to go for it and to be decisive in your actions. And I thought the team did a really good job of that. That's a really, really good Nashville team. Really well coached with mature players, a really mature roster with a lot of talent on it. They play very well, and the guys stepped up. At the end of the day, you get a clean sheet against a team that scored a ton of goals in the league. That's massively important. You can see our back line growing up game by game. You have fireman actions from Pablo, from midfielders, from defenders. You have the front three working back collectively to help defend as a team. And I just think it was a really good performance. I think in possession, we were so brave with the ball. We really took them out of their game because they're very fast and they can combine really quickly, but they couldn't get on the ball as much as I'm sure they would have wanted to. And for me, I'm so proud of the group because yes, we have talent in the team, and yes, we have a style of play that they commit to and that helps us and can be our competitive advantage. But this group also has a ton of character. And character was a massive, massive factor in this game, and that's what makes me so excited.
And just follow up on that character aspect, Mano Dua, just kind of bringing the crowd and having be most engaged with the environment as well. What does that mean to have a player to be able to do that and then back it up with the play that he does?
I mean, the crowd is part of our team. Every single fan sitting in this stadium, especially La Frontera, I mean, they're part of our team. They're part of our family. And so it's not so much, for me, it's normal that we will engage with them because they're part of this. And, I really like that he has that personality. They help us win. I'm always so thankful for them.
Wow. Mikey Varas, just a lot of gratitude on the mic right there for the young players on his team coming through and for the community that is springing up. Abe Zepeda, good to see you, brother. Wave back in action in a couple of weeks. It's so nice. I don't know. I feel weird saying that, but like he just has such like humble, grounded commentary after games, and it's truly refreshing.
And if I'm the San Diego FC marketing team, I'm cutting that clip right there, talking about the Frontera SD and putting it on my next video because I heard the supporter section loud and clear from my TV, and they're a big part of this. The entire fan base is, and you can tell when there's a great play happening. The roar of the crowd it lights up. Everything just kind of gets louder, and it sounds good. Just coming from the television or just being there. So it's great to hear that from your head coach that he's not saying anything bad. It's like, hey, do it. How about don't do this? No, he's like, it's part of our culture. It's part of what we want. It's you guys are our family. It's really great to hear.
I almost cemented. It was very much cemented there that it was 1-0 at that point. Otherwise, the leading question was, hey, so Mikey, what was the score?
Oh, man. Papi Chavo, good to see you, brother. Miss you. Hope everything is amazing in your world as well. Who else do we got, Tony, to hear from downstairs?
I mean, I could fire up a Jeppe Tverskov post match, if that's good with y'all.
Let's do it. Let's hear from the captain who had that amazing pass to trigger the goal.
Good evening, Jeppe. Could you just take us through this match? Difficult Nashville team to break down and very physical. How were you guys able to withstand that physicality and overall overcome?
Yeah, it's a very good team, and we knew that beforehand. So it was a good game. We actually just talked about it. It was a fun game to play. Also, two teams that wanted to play their way, and I feel like we had the overhand. We did great in the build up and was being patient, and yeah, it ended up opening up for us. So I think in all a very good game for us in general.
And then you also went through the MLS experience here with going through the All-Star game and now capping it off with the victory here at home. What has it been like this last week for you personally?
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been special. It's been very American, I would say, with a lot of media and a lot of people in general. So yeah, it's I think for me at least most a mental thing, being able to get through in all this spectacle as it's been. So it was a fun experience, and I had looked forward to it with the guys also. It's nice being a couple of guys going together, so it's fun.
Jeppe, how to continue with that good way that you are playing in the League Cup? And what do you think about compete against Mexican teams?
Yeah, it's something I'm also looking forward to. It's fun also trying to play against teams from another league and another style also. So I've heard a lot of very, very positive things about the Mexican teams in general. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But I think for us, we play at home. We play, the way we want to play, how our style is, and I think that's our competitive edge also against those teams. So I think you're going to see San Diego sees the team that tries to play as we've done in the league and try to be dominant on the ball.
Before we go there, Tom, Jeppe, could you walk us through Chucky's goal and how you saw that play and that pass you put through for Anders?
Yeah, it's we have two good guys at the top, and I think they were going in transition, and I picked up the ball, and you always know when a team going transitions, usually that's where the space is on the other side, on the other end. So yeah, one through ball, and then they were almost 2 against 1, and yeah, those guys they finish when they get chances like that. So great.
Incredible stuff from the captain, Jeppe Tverskov, just continuing to be so strong. And Tony, I thought, even though he was a late add, he'll be working his way back into the starting 11. Getting Godoy back out there and taking a little bit of the pressure off of Jeppe, having that twin 6 formation, I think so important, especially going forward. I mean, there's barely any players that SDFC can rotate through for Leagues Cup. They kind of have to roll at least most of their lineups. So just the idea that you're going to get Godoy back for some minutes it's really needed.
Yeah, no, that's somebody who brings that experience, brings the physicality. You saw it when Godoy came in for the first half. Honestly, Nashville was having their way. They were very physical, especially on the left-hand side this match. But later on, they were able to persevere and then bring on their own enforcer. And at that point, that almost also broke the spirit that they had left in Nashville. Just say, oh, they have somebody who's going to come in and give these strong tackles. And, just one of the tackles that was into a different slide tackle, just like dueling slide tackles that was, they describe it as a crunching tackle that, that's something that you see on Sunday leagues where the Theo, the uncle goes all in. It's like, hey, tranquilo, we're just playing. But no, that's the type of intensity that Godoy brings to this team. And it's good to see that bolstered up.
Yeah. Did you see like the moment Godoy came in, and I think the couple chances that Hani Mukhtar had the ball and it was like 1-on-1 with Godoy, and it just felt like Godoy was so confident in like covering him because it's like, oh, I've done this in training, I've done this against you. I'm a former Nashville player, like, and whenever Mokhtar got the ball, he just kept going back and back and back because Godoy was covering him so well, and like Mokhtar just couldn't do anything in front of Godoy. So that was actually really good to see. It was great to see Godoy just out there, and especially in this match because yeah, he knows the players, he knows the system a little bit. He spent some time with Callahan, and yeah, he really did make a difference in those final minutes there.
One other guy I wanted to bring up is Luca Bombino from this match. He's becoming such an important player for San Diego FC. How much his speed on the wing opens things up, how much he helps create the transition and the buildup out of the back. Sometimes he's that outlet by himself, but he's also got the speed to get back and become a disruptive force on the defensive side, which is, of course, what you have to do as a D-back. So Bombino has gone to me from like young player that's forced in due to injury to young player that's really impressing to now like core player on SDFC.
Yeah, and you know what he did? Yeah, he took a shot on goal. That's a lot better than seeing Thomas Angel doing that. But yeah, what he does.
Oh, did Angel play?
Oh,
sorry,
he did.
Sorry.
Reports are that he's out there somewhere.
It's been confirmed he was on the field somewhere. But oh man, but yeah, he does really well. Just playing that left back position, and yeah, he does. He's not afraid to take anybody on, and that's a really good thing to see out of your fullback in this type of system, right? Like they want the fullbacks to just keep going out there and go into an enemy territory as far as possible. And yeah, he's not afraid to do that, and he's not afraid to take shots. He's not afraid to pass one into the penalty area, and yeah, he knows what he's doing. And then once that pass goes up, he's tracking back. So that's really good for Bombino, and yeah, he fits the system really well.
Hey, you guys want to hear what Mikey Varas had to say about Tomas Angel?
Sure.
Just because it was brought up, I'm like, you know what? This is direct, and I think it's a lot of people's minds, and it's a reality that San Diego FC has to face. Losky, no longer here. This is the true number 9.
Let's hear it.
Tomas Angel hasn't been on top of his game lately. What's something that you feel like maybe he can get better at in the future, or something that he needs to work towards?
I think the obvious thing is that he's not scoring goals or getting the final pass, but we shouldn't minimize the work that he is doing. He's doing a tremendous job pressing. He's doing a huge amount of defending work for the team that helps liberate a little bit Irving and Anders. So, of course, any number 9 wants to get into more dangerous positions to help impact the goal. But what I will say is, like, he's still adding a lot to the team in terms of just that energy that he brings, and really mature and disciplined defending is as strange as that sounds to say about a number 9. But that's important because we talk about being an and team. So we want to be a team that, is creative on the ball and can play well in possession, and defends as a team, and runs hard, and fights.
Good defense from the head coach. And yeah, you do need some solid defending. And yeah, that hard work can open up the wing guys. And yeah, you need your 9 to score eventually, or else you don't have the offense that you need. You might as well just put in a 5th defensive back if that's going to be the emphasis of the 9 is their defense. It's kind of like talking about the catcher's pitch framing all the time because they're not hitting. or necessarily catching the ball. But yeah, maybe we are a little tough on Tomas Angel. Maybe he suffers because comparison is the thief of joy, and we all know what Iloski did and what Angel is not doing for this team. But I am equally confident, guys, that whether it's the young kid Vasquez coming or it's someone else that we haven't heard about yet in the transfer window, he's going to do something to put someone in the 9 that's not Tomas Angel.
We can only hope. And, even if Vasquez does come in, it's not a guarantee that he's going to just take over that spot, right? I would like to see an official, or something reported that we are getting a veteran present guy striker that will make a impact as soon as he gets here. With Vasquez, I feel like he still has a lot to learn. Like he's gonna have to learn the system, the way they play, and kind of do the things that Angel's doing, and you kind of try to mix that up with a little bit of what Iloski was doing, and try to figure out how Vasquez could be a well-rounded player like that. But I know like how this is probably going to play out, and I don't see like Vasquez just coming in and just being that number 9 as soon as he gets here. He's probably have to work himself into it, right, Tony?
Yeah, no, like you can't really just square peg round hole at any point in this system. Like you have to have that right moment in time, and again, that's something that has been happening through Mikey Varas and the play style that they've been able to find exactly where these pinholes are for each of the players to line up perfectly, and that's how you get that team performance that you've been having and the output from the squad.
Well, maybe the last thing from me is just a follow-up question to the great sound we heard from Mikey Varas. Fireman actions. Is that because Pablo's rushing into the burning building when he's charging toward the edge of his 18? Is that a fireman action? Is that, Tony, is that an official goalkeeping terminology? Fireman action?
I think it's a general defensive terminology. You heard Boateng being praised as putting fires out a couple of weeks ago over in where was it? It was the away match that Iloski was sat out completely, and yeah, it was just stood out. But I think it's more like, hey, whenever there's a fire put out, they're there to stop it.
It was the Chicago Fire.
Fire.
So see that
fire,
I thought it was
fireman,
just a fire
I got it.
thing because there were fires, but now it's a thing.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Fireman actions.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. Watch me steal that in the MASL season. Some fireman actions. I want to see those on display.
El Bombero Bombino.
Well, guys, what a win for San Diego FC tonight. What a win for Los Cromados. 1-0, beating Nashville. I don't know about you, but I always felt like the first goal was going to win this one. That if Nashville got 1-0, it was going to be really hard for us. But if we got 1-0, they may have a hard time, breaking through the wall in San Diego. They probably had a lovely night last night here in America's finest city. Hopefully they're enjoyed the concert after the match. That was just for you guys. They're like, where's country and Western? Who's this guy? Dioro. But nonetheless, huge win. We'll be back. Leagues Cup action Tuesday night. Holy crap. Before we even have another regular Chromaniacs, we've got the opening of Leagues Cup. So we'll be back to talk about that before you know it. Final thoughts, gentlemen.
Just, we're Leagues Cup for the next week. So we're not seeing another league game MLS until the 9th. So, yeah, we're in it. We're going to see some Liga MX action, some teams, some people you probably need to know. All that will be covered next time.
100%. And we'll be back also on Monday with 2 balls and a mic. Some more audio, some more sound from Chucky Lozano. Will he celebrate if he scores against Pachuca?
Yeah. I wonder. We'll see.
He said he wouldn't, but we'll see.
Okay.
What's he gonna? He's just gonna like put his head down and run back to midfield.
It's one of these.
Yeah. Just like no. Put the just rock
Well,
back
why
in.
don't you show us for sure, Chucky? Why don't you make sure you score and then you can show us whether you celebrate or not? That's still to come. But today, San Diego FC gets their 14th win, restores confidence in Snapdragon Stadium as a fortress, and takes out Nashville Soccer Club 1-0. For Alex Pena, for Tony Sanchez, and for our man procrastinating Puma in the background, I'm Craig Elston. Thank you for watching, and vamos, SDFC.